And the funny thing, when I came home from the hospital, I was a little apprehensive for him to see me because I didn't feel like me. And I didn't want him to be scared of his mommy. And I sat down and I was trying to cover my face a little bit. And he took his little hands and he held my face. And he said, "Mommy, don't cry. You're okay." I'm so sorry to put all of that on you. That was so heavy. I'm super appreciative for all of the support, all of the love. And honey, you thought it was over? No, 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 no. Baby, we're going to take you back. What we're going to do now is go back. I'm going to take you through this journey with me. Let's go back to our week 1 with the palsy. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. Hopefully you are doing wonderful. I am doing well. Turn off the lights. I have the lights off because my eye, child, this eye, it's iron, okay? But praise God, we can see out of it now. Hallelujah. Okay? Yes. Come on, organ. Somebody swelled the organ for me, because there was a time, almost, we're going on 4 weeks out. 4 weeks ago, baby girl could not see. My God, today. Won't he do it? Amen. So we have to celebrate the small wins, okay? Now, granted, I still might tear out of this eye. One lone thug glory tear, but it's okay. I might water when I'm outside. Come on, make me sweat. No, that is not the right song for that. I don't know why I put that together. At that time when this was happening, I'm going to be really honest with you. I didn't feel like looking at myself, meaning myself as myself. That was pissing me off. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Right before, let me set the stage. Week 1 of the palsy, 2 days prior was like Labor Day weekend. JB and I, JB, that's my husband, we went to Miami. We were living our best life. We went to the Miami Auto Show. I mean, because we now have a car channel, JT's Whips. Please make sure to subscribe and check it out. There's over 40 videos up there. I was able to edit those because I was looking at cars while I was editing. I wasn't looking at myself, but I didn't feel like looking at myself because that would depress me, because I'm sitting here like, you know what I should have been doing while we was in Miami? I should have had all my ass out. Babe, you know what I should have been doing while we was in this car? We should have test drove that other one. Look at me. And he was like, Tara, I know JB, he was so over me, but I was like, look at me. Look at how I was smiling. I should have smiled some more while we was out at dinner. What was I thinking? We should have been at the beach all day long. We should have ate that at that other place, even though we knew we was full. What was I doing? And he was like, Tara, I need you to calm down. And he was like, okay. It's okay. Let's do the car videos. I said, okay. So that's what I did. And the funny thing, I took so many breaks. If you notice, those videos over there are super short. Why? Because car videos can be very to the point. I could just be creative and in my bag. So that's what I was doing. So please make sure you head over to JT's Whips, because I mean, that's some good work over there. I'm very proud of that work. And we have so much more to do over there. I have so much more that is coming, but it's over, close to 40 videos on JT's Whip. So please go and check it out. Please subscribe, okay? We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, okay? Please make sure to go over there and run it up. Okay, that's what I'm asking for. Okay, if I have to ask for something, please go over there and subscribe to JT's Whips. If you know somebody who enjoys car videos, go on over there. Also, subscribe to this channel. Shout out to all of the new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to all my OGs. Okay, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the ones that are back. Shout out to you. Hello, it's good to see you. Let's keep this moving. Let's keep this going. I want to have 100 thou wow. I've been doing this for a long time, and I want my plaque, okay? I want to talk about that. Can we talk about that? I want my plaque. I have to start asking for what I want. I want my plaque, okay? I want my views, okay? So here we go. Run that algorithm back up. Go ahead and start commenting. I'm commenting back to you all. Like this video. I have not gone through this for no reason. I'm here to help somebody. I have an autoimmune disease, and sometimes I be thinking I'm grown. I be thinking I'm grown. I want to have all the buns out. That's what I want to do. And that's what I was doing. I was out in Miami being fast. I should have known better, Monica. I should have known. You just can't be outside just doing the most, okay? And not taking care of yourself, not drinking your tea, not relaxing. We were just doing so much. And I think my body was just like, sis, you need to relax. You do not have to be doing something every 5 minutes. And I don't know how to sit down. For the last 4 weeks, I have been in relaxation mode. And I don't know how to relax. So that's why I told y'all in the last video and I asked y'all, what do you do for self-care? And thank y'all so much for commenting on what you do for self-care. Now, I don't rush nowhere. I've been back to work for the past 2 weeks and I've not been late. Meaning I get up, I prepare for my day, I don't rush, and it has felt wonderful. So just little changes like that. You might be looking at me like, girl, that's what you're supposed to do. No, that's not what I did. I'm just being very honest with myself. You have to take accountability for you. Like I tell my students, you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to turn in your own work. It's the same thing in your grown ass life. You have to be accountable. I have to look back and say, okay, when they say stress, have you been stressed? And I was like, girl, you a lie. Ron Isley. Keisha and Taya, they were both at home, but I didn't say them no. Okay, y'all ain't never heard that? She got kids? Yes, no? That's one thing you gotta know. How the hell is she your friend? If you don't know if she got kids, go upstairs. Pack your bag, cause you're busted. Anyway, that's the song name, Busted. I was busted. I had to think back and go, damn it. That whole trip, I was stressed. My body was on alert. Go, go, Power Rangers. No, sit your ass down. That's what it was. But what are you rushing for? What you stressing for? What's that anxiety for? What's going on? What you stressing about? What you got anxiety for? What are you suppressing it? Because that's what I do. If I have anxiety, I think about something else and I suppress that. But now I go, why your heart beating like that? What's going on? Take a little inventory. Sit down somewhere. What's your inventory? Let's sit in this. What's happening, sis? We have to think about these things. It's very important. We have to. Because if you don't, it's going to eat you alive. It's going to kill you. Slowly, but surely. Yeah. Disease is dis-ease in the body, whether we like it or not. I'm a true believer in God, but I'm also a firm believer that God gives us tools, resources, all types of things. But half the time we just like, Lord, and if you just do it for me. And he like, I am. I was woe is me in my first 2 weeks in the game. I was like, of the palsy. I was like, why, Lord, this is crazy. And he was like, oh my God, can you like get it together 702? And I didn't want to. I was just sitting in it. And for those of you who have had the palsy before, and shout out to you for sharing your story, you sit in it for a second because you're really thinking about the ego of it. You're like, oh my God, look at me. And that's what I was doing for my first week. Look at me. I couldn't even sit in the treatment of it. I couldn't sit in the therapy of it. What resources there were. I couldn't even look at the positive of, oh my God, my face, the nerves are twitching a little bit. That means things are moving. I couldn't even sit in that because I was so focused on the what I look like. What I will look like to people. I don't look like myself. I can't be on camera. I. Ugh, the ego. Oh God, the ego. I couldn't even be quiet. I couldn't even be still in it for thinking of myself and what I look like, the outside part of it. Even hearing my support team saying, Tara, it's okay. You look okay today. You're improving. We see it. And I'm sitting here like, no, I don't. Wow. When you're still, you'll be able to understand improvement. When you're still, you'll be able to really be one with your body. You'll be able to hear the signs, understand things. So now I'm so much more intentional about my healing. Why? Because I can feel every twitch. I sense things now. Because I'm trying to be more one with my systems, all of my body systems, because it's important. You're going to miss signs if you're not still. That's everywhere. That's physically, mentally, spiritually. You have to start becoming more still. And that's what I'm working on, honey. I'm a work in progress. But that is what I am learning, is you have to be still. During that time, I'm not going to lie to you, I was tripping. I was like, I can't go to work. I can't work like this. And granted, I could not close my eye. When I close my eyes, Shanice, I was like, oh, my eyes are extremely dry because they're not closing. That's something with the palsy. Okay, your eye won't shut completely because the nerve, you remember in the last video, I broke this down. If you want to hear it, here it go. The facial nerve, okay, we're just going to talk about my right side, is literally like a wire that sends signal from your brain to the muscles in your face. When this nerve has been damaged, it basically cuts off the signal for your brain to tell your face what to do. Blinking. So imagine not being able to blink your eye. Blinking allows your eye to be lubricated so that you can see and do everything that you need to do. So my eye was watering all the time. It was extremely blurry because I was using the refresh ointment. Definitely check that out. Please get some of that anyway, just at night. If you look at the computer screen all day, you're going to need it anyway. So I'm going to put the link down below so that you can get you some, okay? Because you never know, you might need it on reserve. But I loved using that. But it was perfect when you're getting ready to go to bed. I needed it during the day so that I could have some relief. But imagine putting something like Vaseline in your eye. You're blurry. So it was overcompensating for the other eye. I couldn't see all the way. Driving was an absolute no. I felt completely handicapped. So imagine sitting down. I'm not driving. I'm not doing anything, but just sitting still with myself. And I realized I could do one of two things. I could be very depressed, which I was some days. I could be very anxious, which I was some days. Or I could be productive and do something else to take my brain off of it. And I did that. And then I could really think about my improvement, what I can do better. I did that on some days. Some days I did it all. It was tough. It was very tough. Week 1 was a struggle. It was a struggle machine. Oh my God, it was crazy. I didn't like it. I can't even say, but it was fine and I believed. No, that week it was terrible. I was like, why is this happening to me? God, that was a tough time. No, it wasn't cute. Couldn't drink. I mean, I felt like I needed a bib every time I drank something. It was just bloop. It was tough. And not to mention, my family and I, we joke all the time. And I'm laughing and I realized I was trying to cover my mouth. Honey, when I laugh, I'm a cackle, okay? And I realized, oh my God, this is really messing with my spirit. It was really messing with me to the point that I'm a naturally positive person. I'm always, excited all the time and let's go Power Ranger. I felt like a shell of myself. And the last time I felt like that was when I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. And I had lost a gang of weight. I didn't know what was going on. And I was a shell of myself. I felt the exact same way. The only difference was I could eat. That's the only difference. Because during the time when I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, everything was very new with that. People who had Crohn's, nobody really talked about it. And I was like, well, what do I do? It was really a learning curve for me. But at the same time, I'm on a healing journey trying to figure it out. Same for this. There's plenty of people now I'm realizing that have had Bell's palsy, but nobody talks about it. People be at home figuring out, they got their mask on. They like, please don't look at me. And baby, I wasn't going out with the patch on like I was in part of Pirates of the Caribbean. That I just couldn't. And I wear glasses. Child, it was too much. I was like, I'm going to be in the house. LL Cool J. So when I go back to my PCP, the neurologist, I'm like, yo, I can't see. And they're sitting here like, oh, you can't go back to work. You think? So that's another reason. Please be an advocate for yourself. Please be an advocate for yourself. I was told to go back to work, but they didn't know that I couldn't see because just looking at me, it looks like I'm fine. But me being able to say, I can't see, I can't drive. They were like, oh, wow. And what do you do? I'm a teacher. I'm on the computer all day. They're like, oh, yeah, I know you're very uncomfortable. Yes, I am. But if you just go along to get along, you have to look out for you and your well-being. I couldn't imagine being here my first 2 weeks of going through that here mentally. Doing that. No, I could not. That wasn't going to work. Being in pain. I could not do that. No, absolutely not. So I say this to say, yes, doctors will tell you what is best for you, But you know what's best for you. It really takes a toll on your mental. Not to mention I wasn't at work. Baby, if you don't work, you don't what? Amen. Exactly. Please make sure you are telling the truth to yourself and to other people. I didn't want anybody to know what was going on with me. I didn't. Why? Because for one, I don't do sympathy votes. I don't. I'm the type of person you gonna know after the fact, big dog, because I don't want to. But I'm learning in this journey of my life, vulnerability is the key to your success, your happiness. Seriously. It's freeing to be vulnerable. It's freeing to go, oh man, when people are like, oh man, I haven't seen you. Yeah, I had Bell's palsy. And they're like, oh my God, well, I had a friend, or this is what I've gone through. And it's like, whoa, that's freeing to be able to say, yo, this is what's going on. I don't need the because I'm doing better. I'm doing what I need to do to be better. So I don't need the alls. I appreciate it. Don't feel sorry for me. But at the same time, I want everybody to know that I'm a fighter. If I know something about me, I'm resilient. I'm one of the strongest people that I know. Week 1, it was a lot. So if you're going through anything, whether it's a diagnosis, an autoimmune disease, the palsy, anything that you are going through, any adversity, it doesn't even have to be health. Your first week, be okay. Sit in that. It's okay to sit in it. It's okay to not be excited about what's going on. It's okay. You have to give yourself the clearance to do that. Ask somebody who's naturally positive and I'm going to find the positive way out. I couldn't find the positive way out. But I'm actually okay that I had to be in that space because I never allowed myself to be there. But that is the balance of life, is you have to be okay being there. You don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in that negativity. Don't get stuck in that woe is me. Don't get stuck in that ego, because it's hard to get out of there. It's hard to get out of there, but you will. I am so blessed to hit another year of life. Yesterday was my birthday. I'm so grateful to be alive and well and to be able to talk to you all. I'm so grateful. So thank you in advance for all the birthday love. I really do appreciate it. And just like my students said, they were like, what can we get you, Miss P? Here's the thing. Normally I'm like, don't give me nothing. Don't do nothing. I had a party. Well, we couldn't call it a party. We called it a get together. We had a get together in all of my classes yesterday. Why? Because something that I'm learning from the palsy. Remember when Snoop Dogg was honored for the Hall of Fame? And he was like, I want to thank me for being me. Baby, if that never resonated more for me, I so agree now. Honey, you better celebrate yourself. Okay? If you want something, you better go get it. I'm realizing normally I'm very, no, don't do anything for me. I don't need anything. I am learning how to say, you know what? I actually do need so-and-so. And I'm learning to sit in that. I'm learning to ask for help, okay? Because with the palsy, honey, I needed so much help. It was ridiculous. Thankfully, I could wipe my own ass. Praise God, okay? But other than that, I needed help in all aspects of the word. So when people ask me now, what can I do for you? I'm going to think about it. Even with you all, there were so many comments that were like, oh my God, we were wondering where you were. Now we understand, like just the comments alone of y'all being so supportive, I am so appreciative of. So I will say this, if you do want to donate to my classroom, that is something that I would so appreciate. The link is down below, the Amazon link, okay? And I also have one for myself. It was so tough, like putting stuff up there, like for myself, but I really had to think about it. So if you do want to purchase something for me for my birthday, I have an Amazon wish list down below. And basically it's like a bunch of coffee cups and tumblers and, coffee and stuff that I use every day, and I appreciate it in advance. Thank you so much. I do plan to do like a huge unboxing with the various things. So thank you. I tell you, 4 weeks ago, even 2 weeks ago when I recorded that video, actually that was last week. When I recorded that video, I could not smile like this. I couldn't raise my eyebrow. See, it's going, it's working. Remember last week when I was recording, I couldn't do that. So there is progress, whether you like it or not, if you keep working at it, if you keep believing it. But you have to believe it. You have to do the exercises. You have to do the work. You have to find the resources. You have to be able to say, no, I'm not okay right now, but I'm going to be okay. I'm going to figure this out. But I need some time to myself. I got to figure this out. And it's okay to retreat. It's okay to do that, but don't stay in the darkness alone. But then I had to get up and go, no, I need this. My eye is dry. I need to find this. I got everything. Amazon was my best friend. I found it all through Amazon. Some stuff I didn't even use. I had to patch my eye. I had to do all the things. Thankfully, Jay thought I was a pirate. He was all right with it. Mommy calls me. I did him too. He was so sweet. I want to do some shout outs because thank y'all so much for all the love, all the support. I'm commenting back to you guys. I'll be commenting on this video. Please comment. This question of the video is, where are you from and how are you getting out of your own way? For me, it's asking for help. What are you doing? I'd love to know that. Let's compare some notes. I want to give a shout out to AG Fit 365. Hey, Miss P, I've been following you for years. I'm sorry to hear this news. I pray that you continue to get better mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being an OG, following me for so many years. That is a blessing. Thank you so much. Mary Thibodeau says, nah, we not claiming this. I am claiming full healing and restoration. I appreciate that. I receive it. I believe that. Thank you. And 49 of you liked that comment. And I am a firm believer that I am healing. I'm in my healing phase right now. And I feel it. I believe it. I have so many people praying for me. I have so many people that are supporting me. And I appreciate it. Even these students here at this school, I said I wasn't crying today. But I believe that. I believe in my healing. I do. Whoo, I do. God works so many miracles every day, but you got to believe it and you got to speak that thing. You do. You have to speak over yourself. Ooh, you do. In that darkness, I had to speak myself out of that dark place. I had to tell myself, you got to get out of this. You got to get up. Every day. So if you are in a dark place, you got to get up and you got to get out of there, but you have to speak to it. You can't think it's just going to happen because your ego, it'll allow you to sit in that, but you got to speak to it. You got to speak to it, but thank you. Okay. Thespian auntie, I've had Bell's palsy before, very stressful time in my life over 15 years ago. Thank you so much for expressing that. Thank you so much to those of you who were telling me your story because you did not have to. I'm so grateful for that. You do not have to tell me your story. Thank you so much. And hopefully you were doing better. Hopefully you were not severely impacted by that. And I appreciate you. And I agree. It's very stressful. I'm going to do one more shout out. I'll do more shout outs next video. Ooh, Experience. Shout out to you. How are you? I hope you are doing great. That's one of my OGs. Said, made my eyeballs start sweating. Sending old school YouTube love your way. Praying all works well. Thank you so much for sharing. Looking at you was giving a little Janet Jackson, by the way. I think it's hilarious. People do say that. They're like, oh, you look like a young Janet. And I'm like, well, Janet is fire. Okay, so I'll take it. But thank you so much. I hope you are doing well. I know you're still doing videos. She's hilarious, by the way. But like I said, I'm going to do some more shout outs in the next video. Please make sure to comment so you possibly will get your shout out. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, this is just me talking about week 1. I'm going to be back. Love y'all. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye. Ooh, smiling all the way.